Hey, what's up, man? We had a crash. Sorry about that. Yeah, the game crashed. I don't know if you can hear me right now. Hey guys, I need everybody right now to let me know if they can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, we had a crash, so I had to really quickly start the stream back up. So the game crashed on me, and it booted me back to the home screen on the PlayStation. So I had to really quickly relaunch the game and then restart my live stream. So give me just a second to get set back up, and we'll continue. Give me 1 second, guys. Getting my pinned message back up. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We're back. We're up and running again. Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. That were we talking about anything? If we were, remind me in the chat below because I can't remember. D Train. So the D in Train is my first name, so it's Daniel. And then Train is just like a symbolic of whenever I loved trains as a kid. So just D Train Games, and plus it rhymes. It sort of rhymes, so that's kind of the reason why I named myself that. Did I get them both? I don't know if I can get them both. That one's running, so I hit him again. I don't think I'm gonna come successful. Nope. Just got the one. Oh well. Oh no. No, D Train is just simply my first, the first initial of my first name, and then I'm Train. And you guys can call me whatever you want to in the chat. You can call me Train, D Train, Daniel. Just don't call me late for dinner. Nah, okay, that was corny. Yeah, I can't remember what we were talking about, so find another subject, I guess. I don't know, guys. We'll just keep it going from here, though. How many kills are you into now, Rack? I know earlier you said you were like 1,500 or something like that. If you've been grinding alongside of me, how many? What do you know where you're at now? This is not the one. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yeah, I was tracking the other moose. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, I just got the one. Okay. I was wondering. Yeah, that great one. He should be around you anytime. If you're 2,621 whitetail kills, usually the whitetail is also a pretty tough great one to get on the game. They usually spawn anywhere between 800 to about 2,500. So yeah, any of your next kills could end up getting you the great one. So my fingers are crossed for you, buddy. I hope you get him. Yeah, absolutely. If you get him while I'm streaming tonight, I will absolutely cheer you on, my friend. No, you're not. That's just something that some of us do. We like to keep track of how long it took us to get our great ones. You definitely do not have to keep track of your kills. That is just something that YouTubers and certain hunters like doing when they're grinding, just so they know like what number their great one fell on. But no, that is absolutely optional. I think this is about 650 to 700 for me now, give or take. And the moose are usually anywhere between 200 to 1,000, so my moose should be here at any point, too. Ah, that one turned. Did I get the other one, though? Ah, no, I did not. I think that's going to be low. I think that's going to be low. I'm going to let them walk. I'll come back later. How's that? Just for conversation's sake, how's that like that, Pop? To me, it's just something you can do. It's just something fun. Be like, hey, it took me this many kills to be able to get the great one. Because it is actually kind of a cool statistic, because everybody gets their great ones on different numbers. Just for both of you, my fastest great one to date was actually the great one whitetail. It was actually on this exact same map on Rev on Thule, and if you're looking at the screen right now, I killed my great one on Rev on Thule at, where was he? This pond right here, right next to this strangely named area. I killed him, and he was standing right there, and I do have it on my playlist in there somewhere of me killing him. But it was the big rack, and I got him on only 130 kills. I had literally just finished my herd management and started counting, and I went 2 runs. And after all my and then after I half managed the map and killed about 160 animals, I went and did 2 runs, and he was there. Oh, I got you, Pop Off. Yeah, I can kind of see that, but no, it's more or less just something fun that grinders like doing. They just like to see how many kills it took them to get the great ones. But I can see your point, now that you explained it to me. But yeah, that's been my fastest great one was, I mean, if you're counting the herd management, then I'd say it was probably about 200 kills. But, or no, about 300 kills. But, I mean, I had just got on this map, and I just chose a few pawns and decided that I didn't want to herd manage, so I just started shooting bucks. And, yeah, about 160 kills in, and I had the great one. So, like, it did not take me very many kills at all to get that. My other kills can't say the same. It took me, I think about 850 for my great one fallow deer. And then my great one red deer was at 1,700 and something. It's not a bad silver. He would have been a gold, but I missed vital somehow. What map are you hunting on? I could probably give you tips either way. If I knew which one you're hunting for red deer on. If it's Teowara, which I cannot pronounce that one's name, so that's just how I pronounce it. But if it's Teowara, then yeah, I could probably give you some advice. But if it's a different map, I don't know, because Teowara is the one I did both my fallow as well as my red deer on. Okay. So, for me, Teowara, there's a pond on the very tip-top left side of the map, and it's a big elongated pond. That one I herd managed because it's just too big of an area for me to be able to get around in a quick amount of time. So, that was one I herd managed. There is a few places on the river that were also far apart from each other. So, I tell you what. I don't know if you could put a picture in chat. If you want to try and see if it'll let you, and it lets you, I will definitely give you advice. But what I will do, since you said that you're needing advice on Teowara, if I'm able to do a stream tomorrow, and you happen to be in the stream, I'll switch over to that map and try to give you advice. If I'm not able to stream tomorrow, then the next time that I end up doing a live stream, if you're able to be here, I will show you my map for Teowara, and I'll kind of show you my setup. If that'll work for you. Okay, good. But yeah, I'll do that just for you, since you guys have been steadily and Rack, is if there's anything I can do to repay the favor to you, buddy, I definitely will. But I really appreciate both of your guys' support on the channel tonight, being here and talking to me and everything. So, and I did not go and claim that moose, I don't think. Usually it's in the evenings. Whenever I live stream, usually I start my streams between 5 and 8. Sometimes it can be a little bit later, and that's Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not if you're not in the Eastern Time, then you'll have to figure out what that would be your time. But yeah, it just depends on what time I get home, what's going on that day. Like I said, I can't actually set a exact time as to when I live stream because I simply don't have enough time in my life to be able to regularly stream. So I just kind of go with the flow and stream when I can. But I would love to do it more often. And the more people that subscribe to my channel, the more I'll try to set aside time for the streams. Oh, I appreciate you guys, seriously. So yeah, for you, Pop Off, for being here, subscribing, talking to me, I will dedicate some of my time the next time that I'm live streaming. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to make other content for videos, but the next time I'm live streaming, if you're able to jump in and make it to that stream, I'm going to just make sure that you have your notifications on so that way you know when I'm live. And I will happily go to my Teowara map and show you my setup for my red deers because I have not changed a thing since then. Well, I have for my fallows, but I can still show you where the red deer are and how I hunted for them. Right now it is 10:30 p.m. It is 10:30 at night right now where I'm at. And I started this, let me see, I can't look back at my other one, but maybe about 3 hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago. So, now Rack, is there anything I can do for you, buddy? Is there anything that you need me to help you with that I can set some time aside to help you? Because I'm doing something for Pop Off, and I do not care a bit to do something for you. If you need any help with anything, I can try to do something in my next live stream for you. Okay, sounds good. But just know that I'm very appreciative of you. I really appreciate you guys' entertainment tonight and sticking around and talking to me. It's been a blast for me as well. Rack, I know you're grinding, so take your time and answer when you can. But me and Pop talked about our great ones a little while ago, and I'd like to get your feedback. If you had 3 great ones that Call of the Wild could add to the game, what would they be? There's the blood trail, and there's the moose. Yeah, that would be about right then, Pop Off. I'm not sure which zone you're in. That's the reason why I couldn't do the. I didn't know where you were, and plus my phone is not able to do any kind of googling. So. What is it, Pop Off? What happened for you, buddy? Well, did you get something to spawn that's pretty good? Okay, so Pop Off, the way you can tell if it's a great one is whenever you spot him on the top right side of your screen in that little box, it'll say 10 fabled. If it says 10 fabled, you got a great one. If it says like 5, if you're doing red deer, it'll be 9, and it says legendary. That means it could be a diamond. And if you already know that, I apologize. I'm just trying to help you. Mule deer, blacktail, and elk or caribou. Those are my tops. I'm right there with you. Now, blacktail, I don't have very much experience with them, but they are an antlered animal. Therefore, I would definitely want to. Ooh, I just spotted a good one. I may have another rare level 4 diamond that goes up to 290. That's a big boy. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, going back to you, Rack, a mule deer, elk, and caribou are 3 that I would definitely agree with you on. The blacktail, I would definitely hunt for one of those. I just haven't hunted for them very much, so they're not as something I would seek as much. But I would definitely get my interest in that would definitely be more often. Would be more peaks if they had a great one. If it's non-legendary, then that means that it's probably going to be a diamond. And if he has a trash rack, as I call it, where there's points everywhere, that's a guaranteed diamond for you to Pop Off. So if you're looking at a red deer and it's just points all over the place, then usually and it's a really big, nice, tall rack, then that's going to be a diamond. The great one, red deer has vines going through his antlers, and he's a spotted deer. He's like light brown with white spots. I don't know. If it doesn't say 10 fabled, then it's not a great one, but there is no other animal that has the vines going through its antlers, so it may just be the messiness of the points that you're seeing, and it may just look like vines or shrubbery on your screen. Because unless your game's having a terrible, terrible glitch, there is no other animals that has shrubbery in its antlers. Did I not get both? I did not. Well, I'll be. Oh, no, there's the other one. I forgot there wasn't anything back there. My bad. I thought you said it was a legendary. That's still a big deer, though. I mean, 8 mythicals are still real big. Have you killed anything good tonight, Rack? Like any kind of have you got any diamonds or rares tonight? Sadly, I've only got 1 diamond in my name tonight. My herd management was popping off really, really nice and heavy these past few days, and now I've just got a couple of runs where it's just nothing but 3s and 4s. But I was actually lucky, and I was able to get, I think, 2 piebalds and 1 melanistic. So, I do have a few rares to my name. Nice. So we're on the same page tonight. You and I both have a diamond apiece. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you at least got a good trophy in tonight. This guy just refuses to be a 2. I really want him to come back as a 2. Or at least a very, very teeny tiny 3. But this moose right here, he just wants to be a 3 or something bigger. And he's refusing to play ball with anything else. I think I'm going to have to let him... Nope, he's going to turn around. Okay. I do not know how you did not spook, but I will gladly take 2 heart shots. Oh, I'm sorry, Popoff. Yes, did you get anything good? I did not mean to leave you out. I apologize, buddy. I was just trying to make conversation with Rack as well. But if you got anything good, please share it. I would be happy to hear about it. And I'm sorry if I made you feel like I was pushing you to the wayside, buddy. That is not my intention. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You'll get one. Just keep shooting, keep killing. You'll get something good eventually. but I'm glad that I didn't do anything. I would never mean to make anybody feel left out or pushed aside. Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. Oh, I gotcha. Versus your bedtime. Yeah, I gotcha. All right, for everybody in the chat, I have made a major mistake, and I'm once again going to have to restart my live stream, and I apologize. I am going to keep streaming, but I just now realized that my cell phone is on 1% battery, and I don't want it to die on anybody. So I'm going to stop the stream momentarily, so that way I can turn my chat onto my screen. I'll have to ask you guys when you jump back on to make sure that if you're going to send me a message to keep it rather short, because it will cut you off on PlayStation. Oh, I don't. Okay, never mind. My wife just came to the rescue with the laptop. Just give me 1 second, guys. She's gonna pull up my stream. Hope nobody left. I'm gonna be staying right here. I did not have to restart anything. My wife's gonna pull my stream up on her laptop for me so I can keep talking to you all. If my phone does die and I stop communicating with anybody, just remember that my phone may be dead. So I'll start communicating with you guys just as soon as I can. But for now, I'm good. Exactly, pop off. That's what my wife is for. Being there whenever I'm in need. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep streaming. I'm at least till about midnight or so. Hopefully, I'll be able to get him by then. If I ain't tired by then, I may stream longer. It just depends. Pop off, you have my deepest sincere apologies. I have a fair share of animals that I lost the tracks for because they got mixed up with other tracks, so they just despawned. Because I do believe that sometimes tracks will despawn in the game where you just can't track your animal anymore. So if you ain't able to find yours right now, I feel for you, man, and I'm very sorry. Wait a minute. I think I just pulled off a neck shot on that guy. He just fell over. I either got a neck shot or that was a spine shot one, but that was a pretty cool shot. Yeah, he really did. That was a lucky shot. Uh, so basically the way that it's going to affect you, if you don't claim it, so it will hurt you if you do it multiple times. If you've been hunting for several hours and you didn't claim one animal, so basically the way that it affects you, at least what I've seen in my experience, is that if you don't claim an animal, it will just take it double the time to respawn. But if you leave it laying until it despawns, you will not get that respawn of him. And usually he'll respawn as a crappy animal. I haven't really seen an animal respawn as a big one if you leave it laying. But that's about all it does. It just makes it to where the animal either will not respawn until you find him, or it'll just take an extra long period of time. But no, as far as ruining your grind, it won't ruin nothing. It just might screw some things up for a little while, and you might just fix them. But that's about it. Rack, are you still out there? Oh, I see you. Never mind. I see that you just replied to that question. I didn't see it till just now, so forgive me. Glad to see that you both are still in the chat. Let's see. Did anybody come back? They all came back. I turned too fast. Let's see, is that good? Nope. Was that good? I do not know. Oh, I didn't claim that one over there. My bad. All right, sorry guys. I was having to check something. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that'd be rough if you had somebody that you're used to hunting with and they weren't there. But I'm glad that you were at least able to be on the stream and have someone to hunt with tonight. I'm happy to see that you didn't have to be alone, buddy. Sorry if I keep pausing. Had to fix my computer up here in front of me. It kept on asking for stuff. Well, I'm glad that you did, man. I'm glad I was able to entertain you and keep you keep you interested the whole time. Glad I was able to help you with your questions. I'm very happy to have you. Same thing goes for you too, right? As you already know. Yeah, I'm very, very happy you guys decided to step out of that, because I would be all alone too. I don't get very many viewers whenever I go live, so it's nice to see some people that are wanting to be active in the chat. Let's see, is there a moose laying here? I think there was. No, that's a rock. That's a rock. That ain't a moose. Yeah, if you want to share any tips with me, I'll take them. Like I said, where I'm playing on console, and the fact that I'm using sticks, it is kind of hard to get the appropriate aim on them, and I'm also still learning the bullet drop towards whenever things exceed 400 yards. That's the reason why I'm missing. If they're standing still, I'm a really good shot, as you're saying. But if they're moving, it's like I'm still learning the bullet drop. But yeah, I'm always willing to take advice from my viewers as well. So if you have any advice for me, go right ahead. Hey Luke, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hope you find it enjoyable. Talk to me anything you want the hunter related, or whatever you want to talk to me about. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yes. And I'm also using the Argus scope, so it has more sway than usual, but it allows me to zoom in a lot further, so that's the reason why I'm using it. I'm waiting for this next update for the scopes, because that's going to make a massive change, in my opinion. But yeah, so I'm currently using the 300 AR, and I do have it set to the maximum, which I use yards and pounds, because that's the way I don't really know how to do like metrics other than meters. But I'm going to be using 328 yards, which is the max. So it goes from 82 to 164 to 328. Like I said, I'm a very good shot whenever they're at long range, if they're standing still or walking really slowly. But if they're running, I'm still learning the bullet drop, and that's the reason why I have a hard time hitting them. Yeah, I can definitely help you out, Luke. So there's not 125 zones. If you're meaning like 125 moose at those zones or in total, that would make more sense. But the question I have for you is, you say that you can't get any respawns. What is happening? Like, are you shooting them and then they're just not coming back? I mean, like, I just need a little bit more details to be able to help you out. I just need to know what you're meaning by you can't get any respawns. Like, what's happening with that? That would just help me answer your question. Nah. Of course he's gonna turn right as soon as I get locked on him. Nope, that's too far back. Yeah, see, I'm just learning the speed and the drop of the bullet. Well, he's gonna die apparently. At least he lost health, so. Thank you, Sav. I really appreciate that. So you've shot some of your zones and none are coming back. Do you shoot out of a tripod or a tree stand, Luke, or are you just shooting while you're standing on the ground? Okay, so you do have tripods. So my wife has actually been having a very similar issue, sort of. So she's doing the grind for red deer on Teowara, and she's having an issue where she shoots 2 or 3 animals out of a zone, and then for some reason it deletes the zone, and then they reset the next day when she resets her time, and she has no idea why it's doing that. If you're using tripods and you're paying attention to your map, so like if you're looking at my map right now, Luke, you can see that on this side I have like a dark gray, whereas down here it's starting to turn a little bit pink. If you're in your tripod, I think that you can get 5 or 6 kills, or excuse me, 6 to 8. Sorry, I think you can get 6 to 8 kills with it before it destroys the zone. But you really want to pay attention to that color. If it starts becoming a very bright pink, then you want to actually lay off that zone and kill animals somewhere else for a while to relieve that pressure. Because if you make the pressure get too high, it will delete the zone, and that may be what's going on. So if your zones are disappearing on you, and then that could be the reason. If you're simply not getting respawns, they did do another update recently that makes it to where they come in at different times as well as different days. So you may just have to reset time a few times, like hunt in real life, give it some real life time, and grind the other zones, and then just constantly grind like normal, and over time they'll come back if you haven't destroyed the zone. They do that on this map to me ever so often. And then also the other piece of advice I can give you too, Luke, is the other advice I can give you too is that make sure that you do 2 runs. So like for me, moose start drinking at 1200. I set my clock to 1330. I will do 1 full run at all my zones, and then I'll do it again. As long as it hasn't been exceeded 1600, I will do 1 more run through all my zones, and then whatever animals didn't show up that morning or early in the afternoon, they will show up that evening in most cases. So that's about the best advice I can give you. If none of that helps, then you may want to go to the Discord for the hunter, and then under the bug reporting thing, you may want to report it as a bug. Because those 3 tips are about all I can really give you as far as respawns since the last update. Let me see, Pop-Off. I didn't get to read your response to me. 1 second, guys. I'm going to read what Pop-Off said to me real quick. Having trouble with bullet drop. I assume you know to aim ahead. Yes, I do. If you want to aim ahead, about 2 or 3 inches if they're trotting. If they are full running, try and get about 4 inches. I always try to lead the shot some, but honestly, I think it's my nervousness. If you know the truth, because I get a little bit panicky when they're running, and I tend to just lead too much or lead too little. But I do appreciate that. I will try my best to incorporate that more. And I cannot find where this guy's blood is. I'm trying to find that one's blood, and I might end up in a situation now where I might end up having to sacrifice one of these moves because I gotta keep moving. But I cannot find where I shot this one. But yeah, it's not really nervous. It's more or less just like, oh crap, it's getting away, and I just start panicking a little bit, and I just end up shooting without thinking. I can lead shots, but I'm still learning the far shots. Like 100-yard shots, 200-yard shots, if they're running or anything, I can usually hit them pretty easy. But anything over 400, I'm still learning the bullet drop and the speed of the bullets. I'm pretty sure once I get that down, I'll be able to shoot them a little bit easier, but that's kind of a learning curve for me at the moment. I'm going to give up on this one. So this will affect so for anybody who's wondering, I cannot find the blood on this one, and I'm going to let him go. If you do not claim this one, as long as you're not doing this multiple times, it will not ruin your grind. It just means that it's going to take a lot longer for you to get that respawn in most cases, or it'll just respawn as something small in most cases. So... render distance on PlayStation is 410 yards, I believe, if you're in a tripod facing downwards. If you're on straight land, like horizontal, facing them on your feet, I think it's like 380, I believe, on PlayStation 5. If I'm not mistaken, Pop. If I'm not mistaken, Pop. No, my hands don't shake. I don't know if you were referring to that anymore, but no, I'm not nervous like my hands are shaking. It ain't like IRL. In real life, I'd be shaking, but no, it's just more or less where the animal's getting away, and I just tend to panic and try to shoot as much as I can to just hit it instead of actually trying to beam in on it. Basically just reacting instead of thinking is my issue whenever I spook animals and they start running. So usually, unless they're at a trot or at a walk, I usually just let them go because I'd rather come back on my second pass and shoot them at that point, so that way I know I can make a good shot rather than shooting at them while they're running. That's just kind of my thing. It's 16:05. I'm gonna check my last zone and restart time again. Yes. You may have already seen it in this video if you've been watching, but there has been a few times throughout the video where the animal was over 400 yards and I made a heart shot on them. I'm very, very good with bullet drop standing still animals. It's literally just learning how to lead the shot whenever they're running at those long distances that I'm having trouble with. I'm very, very good at shooting on this game. I have a few shorts on my channel if you want to go back and watch them. I hit a capercaillie with a 22 at 400 yards. That's one of the shorts I did that showed an impressive shot. I had a whitetail over on New England that was walking away from me at over 400 yards, and I got a neck shot on him because he was staying perfectly, like, he wasn't moving left or right. He was walking away from me, so I had a really easy shot at his neck. So I'm a very good shot if they're standing still or giving me an easy shot. It's just whenever they're running, like literally full sprinting, that I have trouble. Yeah, you're fine, Pop Off. No big deal. Rack, how's it going on your side, buddy? Seeing anything good yet, or are you just shooting along? I'm over here forgetting to reset time and stuff. Let's reset time again. So anyway, I just started blasting. Yeah, I hear you. That's what it takes, though. If you want to be a grinder, you just gotta shoot and shoot and shoot. I appreciate that, Paul. I'll definitely try to incorporate that. And like I said, I just have a tendency to panic a little bit instead of think. I just rather shoot instead of think. So like the expression "shoot first, ask questions later." I'm somebody who, like, when they're running from me, I tend to shoot first and think later. But I will definitely try my best to calm down and try to do that. How many great ones do I have, Luke? I have 3. I have a great one, Whitetail, that I killed him at 130 kills into my grind. So it's really, really fast kill. I have a red deer with a small rack, and I killed him at 1,725, I believe. And then I also have the great one, fallow deer, and I killed him at like 380 to 400 kills, give or take. So I have 3 to my name, and now I'm after the moose. I forgot to claim that guy too. So this is a good example for you guys. As you see, I actually left this moose laying there. And as you see, he did not come back. So this is what's going to happen if you guys don't claim your animals or forget to claim them. They just simply will keep laying there for, I think in real life they lay for over an hour. And if you still haven't claimed them, they'll then respawn, but they will take a longer time to come back. So whenever I go over here and pick this guy up, he'll return to his normal respawn points. But he may not respawn today, or if he does, he may come back as a smaller one. Let's see if I can pull this heart shot off. 290. Turn your head. Turn your head. Ah, I got the lung. Oh well. when they have their neck crossing over like that, it makes it a little bit more difficult because they have more flesh in front of the heart, so it's easier to hit the lungs. Okay. Yes, I have tips on that too, Pop Off. So the red deer. So the way that respawns work in the game, I try my best to study them as hard as I can and try to learn how they operate. Like I said, in my 1,000 hours of playing the game, get roughly, um, if you include the time that I had a PS4, I have over 1,300 hours in the game. If you're just talking PS5, then I have about 980, I believe is where I'm at, about 980, 990. So I've put a lot of time and research into the respawning for grinders. So whenever it comes to red deer, if you have a zone that's mostly female and you have one or two not great ones, sorry, you have one or two stags in that group, you have a very high chance for some reason for them all to become females over time. And if that stag is no longer respawning, so I'll give it 4 in-game days. So don't remove your stands or anything if that's the only zone you have for that stag. I'll just keep revisiting that zone for about 3 or 4 days because sometimes he could just be late coming back to the zone. So give him a little bit of leniency first. After about 3 to 4 days, if you can't find where that stag's respawn is, you'll need to go to the surrounding ponds and see if he's a solo. If he is a solo stag, or even 2 solo stags in one zone, they'll end up moving on you, and they'll end up being somewhere else, and you'll have to shoot them out of that zone to get them to go back to the zone they're meant to be in, or you can herd manage them. Like right now, I used to have four. I used to have 4 bulls that would spawn here, and as you guys have been seeing, only 2 to 3 of them are spawning right now. That's because I have 2 solos that I had to herd manage, and they're still up here right now. And I decided to manage them to have higher chances at diamonds. So that's kind of my advice to you as far as everything turning female is keep hunting in-game days, about 4 of them, 3 to 4 in-game days. Just do your rotations, see if he came back. If he ain't there, move on, and do that for about 3 or 4 days. And if he doesn't come back, then you're gonna have to take some time away from your grind and just search the surrounding areas and try to figure out where they went. A great one fallow variation. I have I can't remember the oh yeah is the Mocha blade rack is the one I got, which is the one that I wanted. I believe it's Mocha. Anyways, it's the gold color, whichever one that was. It's the gold fallow deer with the blade rack. The rack that kind of comes back behind his head and curves and has his points jetting out from the backside of it. So not the Irish elk, but the one that actually has the palmation in it. If those two are in the area that you lost your other two in, that could very well be them. Um, yeah, the spoon rack is actually my least favorite. I'm not a very big fan of the Mickey Mouse rack. I prefer points on my animals racks, so it was kind of nerve-wracking for me to hunt the fallow deer because I really didn't want that one. I was wanting either the big rack or the blade rack, and I ended up getting one that I wanted. So, and I'm good with one great one. I'm not one of these people that wants to complete every variation of every animal. I'm okay. I'm sort of like Flinter style, where if I get one great one of that species, I'm fine. I will return to the whitetail eventually, though, because of how many they have. Um, but that is all. But congratulations to you. Either way, I'm very happy that you're able to get a great one like a fallow deer, and that is awesome. Just to be able to say you got a great one is an achievement on this game, especially if you're a grinder, and even more so if you're just a free hunter. And Luke, if you haven't already, if you're enjoying the content and the advice I'm giving, please make sure you subscribe and to the channel and like the stream for me. I'm trying to grow it into something special. I do playthroughs as well as hunting and fishing content on this channel. So 1 month I'll do hunting and fishing stuff, and then next month I do playthroughs, and then I take off the 3rd month so I have time to spend with my wife, and then I'll get back to it maybe right after that. So if you like playthroughs and you like hunting and fishing content, then my channel may be for you, and I would appreciate the support. Yeah, I was watching Scarecrow one time, Pop, and I had something very similar happen. I was actually free hunting over on what was it? I think I was over on Mississippi, And so I was watching a video of scarecrows on my phone at the same time, and he was free hunting on Emerald Coast. And there was a crocodile that hissed at him on Emerald Coast, and I thought it was an alligator on my screen. And I turned around and looked everywhere for about 5 minutes and couldn't see anything. And that's when I realized that it was on Scarecrow's section. So I fell for that myself before. That's pretty funny. Oh, I really appreciate that, Luke. And if you have any friends that play the game too, and you think they might be interested, please encourage them to subscribe as well. I don't have a set schedule for live streams because I work in real life. I have an actual job in real life along with this, so I have to just kind of go with the flow and put videos and streams as it suits me with my lifestyle. But make sure you have your notifications on. Anytime that I'm live or if any of my videos go live, leave comments, like the videos. I will always respond to you. If you need help with anything, and this goes for any of my subscribers, if you need help with anything, if you need to talk to me about anything that's going on your end, please feel free to leave comments. And if there's anything I can do for you, leave that down below, and I might set some time aside for you on one of my live streams and try to help you personally. I've already told Pop that that on my next live stream I would actually show him my Teowara map and show him how I had my red deer set up. So if there's anything I can do for you, just leave it in the comments down below at any time tonight. I do not care to set aside some time to help you if you're having any issues. But I really appreciate the compliment. That means a lot to me as a new YouTuber. And I messed up that moose, so I'm just going to move on. I don't know how I messed that up. That should have been at least a lung shot, but oh well. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean to jump scare you. Oh, jump scare before Halloween. That is not my intention. I'm sorry, buddy. Female saltwater crocodile that felt the same intensity of a 4+ magnitude earthquake scare. Oh, man, that's rough. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Yeah. It's like, there's a moose on my map? I didn't think there was moose on this map. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to scare you, man. Let's see. This right here will make number 700, guys. Right here. That's 700 moose. Following maybe of a 701? Let's see. Yep. 701 moose into the grind now. Nice rack. I'm happy to hear that you finally got a diamond in front of you. Just don't botch him, buddy. You got this. I appreciate it, Luke. Yeah, I've been trying my hardest. I actually stopped. I was on New England, and you can go back and watch those live streams if you want to. Ma'am, that was rude. These moose, I tell you, they just don't know how to behave. They have no manners. But yeah, I really appreciate that. I actually was starting my moose grind over on New England. I really wanted to kill a moose along one of the rivers. But moose hunting on those rivers only gave me a few spots that I could hunt for them on, and I could only kill maybe 10 to 15 a day in the game. So I decided to come back over to Revontuli because I can get about 20 here. So about 20 to 30 a day. So I decided to just come back to Revontuli and continue my moose grind. And then later on, I'm going to go back and do the whitetail grind on New England to complete my grind over there. Because I was actually grinding for both at one point, and I decided just to go back to moose. So if you're looking combined moose that I've killed between both maps, I'm probably already well over 800 kills. And then if you look at this map alone, this map already had like maybe 500 to 600 on it before I came back to it. So I just wanted to change the scenery for a while. How's it going, Gaming is Life? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate it. I am new to this, so if there's a button I'm supposed to push for a shout out or anything, I definitely would. If not, I'm going to say, hey, shout out to Gaming is Live. I appreciate you being here. If that is not what you're looking for, I apologize. I'm brand new. So I started in November, and this is honestly the most successful live stream I've had so far with as many people that's in here right now. So I appreciate you being here. And yes, definitely a shout out to any and all of you who are here in the stream right now. I appreciate all the support, you guys. And please, make sure you like the stream and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any of your support, buddy. So, Luke, the only thing I tell you about New England is that yes, it is thick, but if you're just free roaming the map and not really grinding it, it actually is a really good map, especially if you're if you like hunting along rivers, because that's really what the map is if you're wanting to free hunt or grind on the map, don't worry about the ponds, don't worry about anything other than just the rivers. because if you just run the rivers, that's actually a very enjoyable whitetail or moose experience. If you're up in the mountains trying to hunt the other animals, it can be kind of hard. I definitely side with you on that point. But to me, I think New England is actually underrated. I think it's an actually absolutely beautiful map, and I love the river system in that map. I love the waterways. And this guy's not going to give me the shot, so I'm just let him walk. Your first fallow took 2,500 kills. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, grinding is tough, man. You got to have determination and perseverance in order to make it succeed. Grinding is definitely the hardest. I mean, free hunting is going to be even harder to get the great one to spawn because you're not getting all those kills. But as far as just hunting on the game, grinding is definitely the hardest thing to do because it doesn't happen overnight, and you have to put in the time to get the great ones to spawn. So that is, in my opinion, from grinding on this game is the most difficult method you could do. I definitely could have tried pop, but like I said, I didn't know if there's any trees in the way or anything there, and I just rather wait till later to shoot him. Just my style, man. I like to make sure I get a good shot off. That ain't bad, Luke. 150 kills. Yeah, the only 100 kill animal I got is my whitetail. Like I said, I had just started my grind for the whitetail, and I got 2 runs, like literally 2 runs in the same day, and he was just there. And if you include before, like, I decided not to do any kind of like herd management on this map. So on the map that I'm currently hunting on is where I got him as well. I literally just put up my stands where I was wanting to hunt and did 2 rounds, and on the second run he was just there, and it was like 130 kills in. So that's been the fastest kill I've had on them Call of the Wild as far as great ones. Everything else exceeded the hundreds. So like my fallow deer was like 750, or sorry, excuse me, 350 for my fallow deer. So it didn't take too long for the fallow. Once I got the herd management running, but in total it would have been about 700 kills if you're including my herd management with the fallow deer. And then red deer would have been well over 3,000 if you include the herd management, but without herd management it is about 1,700 for the red deer. Gaming is life. I'm not sure exactly what you're saying, but the zone that I'm at right now is actually set for 300 or 400 yard shots. So if you're saying that 160 yards is a really tough shot for a newcomer, yes, that would be. But if you're saying that you're wanting me to stalk into an animal and shoot it at that range, I'm actually getting ready to. The next deer that I have is right around that size, that distance from my stand, or my tripod rather. And thank you again, Savannah, for your reminders. I really appreciate you being active and reminding everybody. You are going to be a very great mod one of these days, is whenever I can do them. Oop, there's a diamond potential, but he's a troll. But I love seeing the big moose. Yeah, so this guy right here is roughly 170 to 180, and he is quartering away from me. So I'm going to aim a little bit far back, and that should still be good. If I screw this up, don't make fun of me. That should punch through to a... Yep, that punch through to a lung. So yeah, guys, remember that. If you're ever moose hunting and he's not facing you, but he is quartering a little bit, aim sort of towards the front of the belly, and you'll get the lung every time. Let's see, that's a big one. It's a decent one. Yeah, my red deer was extremely managed, and my fallow was too. In my fallow grind, I was getting a diamond about every 20 kills, but I had such a heavy herd management on my red deer that I was getting a red deer. Well, I screwed that one up. I was getting a red deer a diamond about every 10 kills. Like, I'm not kidding. Like every 10 kills, I'd have a diamond. I think, and I actually have a red deer lodge, which I'm going to showcase in one of my videos in the future. And it's nothing but red deers, and I would not doubt if I have every single antler type that a red deer could have, except for the hook rack. I'm not a big fan of the rack that's just really thick and kind of comes up with hooks. I don't know if I got that one or not. Doesn't look like it, but oh well. But yeah, so I have a lodge that has my great one fallow deer and all of my fallow deer trophies, along with nothing but red deer, and it's every level 7 rack you could think of, every mythical rack that I love, along with any of the diamond trash racks that I have, and my great one. And I'm thinking about doing that lodge tour in the future, so that way I can show that off, because it took a lot of time to put all those red deer in that lodge. And then later on, I'm waiting until I get the Great One Moose, and whenever I get my Great One Moose, I'm going to make a North American lodge, and I'm going to put the Great One Whitetail and the Great One Moose in there together, and anything else that I kill on the North American map will go on that lodge. I just did, Luke, or sorry, Gaming is Life. The one I just shot was about roughly 170 to 180, so that's pretty much 200 yards. And these other ones I'm going to shoot well over 300. So, I mean, technically I've already done that. Oh, that's awesome, Luke. I'm proud of you, buddy. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to get it managed down that far. It took me a while to get mine to be about 20 kills, so your management looks like it's about identical to mine. Like I said, I'm good with one great one though. I'm not really, I don't really feel the need or desire to get every single type and rack of great ones. The only deer that's really appealing to me to do that is the whitetail, so I will be returning to the whitetail ground at some point. Where did this one's blood go? Turn around. But yeah, so I'm just trying to get one of every great one I want, and as of right now, the moose is the final one on my checklist, and then I'll be going back to other ones later. But I mainly play the game as free running. I really love just to walk the maps and just shoot whatever I find. And Wave the Hunter, I actually like that game slightly better than Call of the Wild as far as the play style. And I am talking, so I apologize for everybody. Maybe here's that news. But I'm getting distracted. I need to focus. Pick these animals up. Yeah, Way of the Hunter is probably my favorite play style. Because I really like the fact how Way of the Hunter actually makes you hunt, and it's not as much as a shooting gallery as this one is. But I mean, this one has that perfect balance between realism and arcade. So both games are incredible. I just prefer the aging process and trying to get 5 stars and stuff like that on Way of the Hunter a little bit better. But I also really love grinding on this game. So I don't really have like a legitimate preference, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this guy either. And it's not going to look good for my herd management, but... Oh, I just killed those two. Oh, I thought I killed another... Look at me, I'm getting distracted, guys. I thought I killed a third one over here. I'm so used to it. Sorry about that. I was looking around for nothing. I got around 4,000 kills for fallow. I just wanted to go until I got a mocha. Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I completely understand. Like Scarecrow, he wants to get one of every fur color and as many antler variations as he can. And I can definitely understand that desire because I mean it gives you a purpose to come back to those grinds and do them again. So I completely understand that. I'm just somebody who isn't patient enough to do more than one grind at a time. So like I'm grinding right now, but once I'm able to get my Great One Moose, I'm probably going to retire grinding for a while and just do open and free hunting. Don't know. Come on. That felt good. I don't know if it was good, though. Well, that one died. Yeah. Can't get the bullet drop down. Oh, well. What should you grab for your late night drink? Well, I'm not entirely sure because I don't know what your taste is, but my 2 favorite pops is L8 and Dr. Pepper. I also like milk and water. So, maybe one of those. Your favorite hunt map is Savannah? Oh, man, I love Savannah. I haven't hunted on there in quite some time because I was really hoping for the greater kudu. And whenever Way of the Hunter came out with their Africa map, they had the greater kudu on there, and that's my favorite African animal. So, or it's one of them rather. So I kind of like veered more towards Way of the Hunter's Africa after that. But at the same time, I love free hunting on that map. My favorite free hunting map on this game though, is Emerald Coast, and I also love Silver Ridge Peaks. And my third favorite map is probably a tie between Sunder Patton and the one I'm currently playing on, which is Revlon Thule. If I had to choose my favorite free roaming maps, those would probably be them. Thank you, Gaming's Life. Yeah, the gun I'm using is the 300 AR. It came in the most recent weapon pack. So if you're interested in the DLCs in the game, the last pack that was weapons, that's the one that has this one in it. The other weapon I use is for whitetails or other animals that I'm grinding, so like the medium animals, and it's also an AR, and it's a 308. And that one comes in. I can't remember which pack this one came in because it came out a few years ago, so you'll have to look for that one. But yeah, so the 300 AR as well as the 308 AR is the two that I'm using. And then I've also got the 243 on me. So, like, for those of you who weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, I actually just spawned into the game and there was a random Lynx that appeared in front of me and I just popped him. So I always carry the little 243 handgun with me in case I have like a Lynx or something that kind of walks by and I just want to pop him. And then I also carry the 22 so I can do the 22 trick. Okay, so pop off. I'm back to you. Let's see. Coke, Sprite, water, pick. If you're wanting something, if you're wanting if you feel more pop than water, then go with Coke. If you're somebody who wants something a little bit cleaner and goes down easier, then go with water. So, if I had to choose right now, and I had to choose between Coke and water, I'd probably go for a cold water right now over a Coke. But it's up to you, man. Yeah, I absolutely love the 243 handgun. I actually haven't went back to the 243 rifle since it came out because I don't know what it is. I just love it being a single shot and the fact that it's really accurate up to medium to long range. And it still packs the same punch as the rifle does. I just like the challenge of having a one bullet shot. So and also it's lighter on your inventory. So that's the reason why I like it, is for those reasons. Let's see, did that guy come? Excuse me, did that guy come back as a 2 yet? There's a 2. Hello. There's a female. I have a bull over here. He's refusing to come back as a 2. He always comes back as a 3, but I don't actually see him. Okay, so I'm just going to say I can't see him this time. This guy's the only one giving me a shot. So 270, I'm going to go for the heart shot, since he's the one giving me the easy shot. Come on. Turn your head. Let's try to get the heart shot on him. That's a heart shot. Let's see if I can get double. See if I can get doubled up on him. Yep, doubled. That's a lung and a heart shot back to back. I'll take it. Yes, Luke. I would highly recommend Way of the Hunter. I actually like that game slightly better than Call of the Wild if I'm just wanting a free hunting game. Because that game you actually have to let your animals age, and it's more about genetics and trying to herd manage the genetics out to get the big deer to spawn in. So I like the mystery as to, when you see a young deer, it's that mystery of, is this one going to be a 5-star? Does it have good genetics? And I love messing with that game, and I like the fact that you actually have to, like, walk around and actually hunt. And it's a slower paced game. So for those reasons, I would recommend Way of the Hunter for those people who want a more realistic style approach on the games. But for those people who just want to walk around and shoot anything, then Call of the Wild. Because Call of the Wild has the perfect balance between realism and arcade. So I would say that because of that reason, I would say that Call of the Wild, for iconic reasons, would be the best game between the two. If you're wanting a taste of both lives. But if you're wanting a game that's just pretty much a very realistic sim game, then Way of the Hunter is the way I would go. Like I said, I'm spending a lot of time on Call of the Wild right now because I want to get my Great One Moose. And once I get him, though, I'm not going to be streaming very much doing the Great One grinds. I'll be basically doing free hunts or challenge videos. Spider-Man stream? Well, I'll tell you something right now, Pop. You might be in luck. I actually watched my Spider-Man 2 playthrough, which I encourage any and all of you to go back and watch my playthroughs. I put a lot of time into the editing and the gameplay of those. And I've done pretty well with them as a newcomer. But as far as Spider-Man live stream goes, I will probably be doing that at some point in the future if I feel like it. I did already do the full playthrough of Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales, and 2, but I had 2 videos in Spider-Man 2 that I overlooked some terrible, bad editing in the videos. So I will have to redo that playthrough at one point. So whenever I do return to that game, I probably will be doing some live streams. So yeah, you'll probably get to see me play some Spider-Man. It's not a guarantee, but we'll see. I would like to do a live stream of Spider-Man as well. Maybe some Last of Us or God of War as well. Something along those lines. Gaming is life. You said I can shoot in this game. Were you meaning that to be a can't, or are you meaning that to be a can? We have some people in chat that can probably give you some pointers, and I can try to help you out as too, if you want to clear that up a little bit. If you're needing help with shooting. Like I said, I'm a very good long range shooter, but I'm still learning bullet drop and leads whenever it comes to very long range. But other than that, I'm pretty decent. What is it, Pop? Yes. If you're on your feet and you lay down, it'll stabilize your gun to its maximum efforts. Also, the other thing you want to do if you're new is go to your perks. And as you level up, you want to get everything you can for the rifles perk. Just ignore the last two, because they don't really come in handy unless you're somebody that uses the red dots or irons a lot. And then my other setups is for my handguns. I end up getting all of these except for the quick feet and the quick draw. Because they really don't; those aren't really helpful. But I like to get the sprint and load so that way you can be loading your gun while you sprint, and then anybody needs to be able to get the ranger so that way whenever you pick an animal, it can kind of show you a distance estimator, in case you don't get the zeroing first. And then this one is the most important thing on the handguns stuff, is the very last one that's lightning hands. It allows you to reload your weapons the fastest if you get all three unlocked. And then for shotguns, and you guys can rewind the stream if you want to see this again, but I'll also make a video about it at some point in the future. For shotguns, just get this one just to unlock one. And then fast shouldering, go ahead and get both of those so that way you can aim down the sights the fastest. Get one for body control, so that way whenever you're rotating, you can quickly get back to your sights instead of having to wait for the animations to finish. But this one right here is extremely important. So recoil management, since we're talking about it, if you get all three of this one unlocked, your guns will not kick hardly at all whenever you fire. At least they'll kick the less they can kick. If you're on your feet, that'll help you if you're going to be standing up. But yeah, if you're on your feet crouching, we'll minimize it by about 50%. And then if you lay down, it'll reduce it to about 25% sway. So it really does help you if you learn how to crouch as well as lay down. Oh no! Oh, Rack, I am hurting for you, man. Oh, Mela with the 300. Oh no. Was he a big buck or was he small? If he's small, it won't hurt as bad, but if he's big, that's gonna be painful. Yes, Luke. I'll have to show you though. So if you're looking at my screen right now, I can show you them, and you can rewind the stream if you want to, stop it anywhere you need to, and take screenshots, whatever you need to do. But I have unlocked a majority of them, so I'm just gonna take a quick sweep. Anywhere that you see a drink zone, that is a moose drink zone. So, because all I've ever unlocked is moose and whitetails. So I'm going to do a very small sweep. And I'm going to cover all the moose zones in this one sweep for you. These pawns over here have more, but I did not take the time to look for them. I just ignored these pawns because they're just way too big to manage. So I left them alone. And then I didn't do anything with this bottom portion of the map for the same reason. So as you see, I started to, but they're just too big, so I just left that part of the map. So I have about 10% of the map I didn't herd manage on this run. And then I have all these zones that are herd managed. And then anywhere over here. And as you can see, this one lone pond right here is the one that I'm currently grinding on, along with everything that's along the top of the map. Those are my main grinding zones. And you can feel free to go to rewind the stream or do whatever you need to do if you need to go back and take pictures or whatever you need to do there. But yeah, those are all the moose zones. Well, Rack, look at the bright side. At least you didn't mess up like a diamond or something huge. I mean, now that would have gutted me if it's like you're so used to using the 300 that you didn't even realize you forgot to switch to the 308 or whatever else you're using until you got up to it and you realized you used the wrong ammo. Gosh, that would be gutting. But at least you can feel good at the fact that it was a small deer. I mean, that's always a good thing. And guys, do forgive me if I am not constantly shooting animals. I am trying where I'm having everybody talking to me tonight. I'm having a good time talking to all you, so I'm dedicating most of my time to responding to you all rather than shooting. So if you notice I'm kind of standing in one spot or doing some goofy stuff, just forgive me. I'm just trying to read chat. Let's see. On Aurora, I have a tent at all top left 3 lakes. Tents at 2 lakes top in directly middle of the map. And finally, I have 2 zones along the one. Yes, I know the areas you have them in. Those are all very good zones. There is a few more that I would recommend as your main grinding zones, Pop. But unfortunately, where I'm not on that map tonight and I can't move over and show you, I'm not going to be able to explain them. Again, though, my next live stream, if you, which I'm planning on doing it either tomorrow or the next day, because I'm wanting to do a stream at least every other day, for the remainder of September. But that's never a guarantee. I'm just going to have to go with the flow. But next time you see me on a live stream, if you're able to join, I will happily go to Teowara. You just have to remind me so I don't forget. Just be like, hey, remember I was on your last live stream and you told me you'd go to Teowara, and I'll happily take you over there and show you where I would set up. But yeah, the areas that you're in, I know exactly what you're talking about, and those are good zones. You just got to make sure there's zones that you're wanting to either have as mains or herd managed. No, Jacob, I am not. I am currently on single player grinding for my first Great One Moose. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Make sure that if you like the content and you enjoy the stream tonight, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for me. But no, I'm not. I will be playing on multiplayer maybe in the future on for videos and stuff, and maybe I might do some multiplayer live streams. But as of right now, I'm wanting to get my Great One Moose before I do any of that stuff. I'll do videos, but I'm not going to do any live streams until I'm able to get my Great One Moose. 15:41. That's my second run done, so I think I'm going to go ahead and reset time. So pop off what the thing about it is that I don't stream until the evening's really late. So I don't normally stream like right in the middle of the day. So you probably might have a chance, and I usually stream for a few hours at a time. So I'd say that you probably do have a pretty good chance at catching me. Where I'm 3 hours ahead of you, school usually ends around 3. If it's different for you, let me know. But if school's ending at 3 o'clock for you, that means that my stream, where it's 3 hours ahead of you, so that means 8 o'clock. So, and usually I'm streaming around 8. So that's usually you should be able to make it. Usually I'll start streaming anywhere between 7 and 8 on most cases, but sometimes I will start around 5 or 6. It just depends on what's going on that day that I decide to stream and when I can be on. Because where I'm not able to make my own schedules just yet, where I'm not big enough on here to do that, I kindly just have to do live streams when I can find it more convenient for myself. But anytime but as soon as you're able to make it to my next live stream, I'll promise you I will go to Teowara and show you what setups I would recommend. Jacob, I play on PS5. In all my descriptions, I always put a hashtag PS5 to let everybody know that I'm not a PC player. I love consoles, and so all of my games that I do on my channel are always PS5. Okay, I hear you, Pop. Yeah, Pop. All I can really say, man, is that as soon as you're able to make it to another stream, I will show you. If it's going to be a little while so you can make it to a stream, then that's fine. Like I said, if I'm able to get my Great One Moose, I will be making a video on it. That's a big boy. I will be making a video on it if I get my Great One Moose, so you will at least be able to see that released. And whenever you see that released, you'll know that I'm going to be more free. So if I'm able to get my Great One Moose, I may try to I may try to find a stream where I'm just free hunting, and I might put in there if I have time, I'll try to put your stuff in there for you, and I'll put it in the title. So if I do any kind of videos that are around Teowara or anything, I will put in there like where I recommend to go and stuff like that. So if you're not able to make it to a stream or something, I'll try to cover you in that way. But again though, I do have to start recording my Resident Evil playthrough in October. So if October hits and I still don't have my Great One, unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait until probably 2025, because I'm going to be doing God of War in December, and November is my off month. I'm taking November off to spend with my wife for Thanksgiving and other things, and I'll be doing playthroughs of God of War in December. And of course, I'll be skipping the holiday season though. So that's kind of my idea. I might change things up and decide to do more hunting and fishing stuff in December. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But as soon as you're able to make it to a live stream, man, just let me know. If I haven't made content on it yet or anything, just remind me. I promise I'll make sure I hold up my promise. And then also, guys, just for a heads up, for any of you who are subscribing to my channel and are wanting to be willing to come to my content regularly, as soon as if this channel ever makes it to 500 subscribers, I will be opening up a membership tab so that way you guys can try to support the channel more. I'll also be trying to you'll be able to give me super chats in the chat and stuff like that, and I'll be making more content. As soon as I'm able to hit that 500 subscriber goal, I'm going to start trying to dedicate a little bit more time to making more frequent content. It's just right now where I'm small and have a smaller community, I have a little bit more free time underneath me, so I'm kind of just going with the flow of my channel. If I get more subscribers, I'll make more content. So this is kind of how it's flowing. But I'm trying to get at least enough content to keep you guys entertained. I try to get at least for the rest of the month at least, I'm gonna try to get at least a video or two out a week and try to get at least one live stream in. And then in October, I'm going to be doing my playthroughs. And whenever I do playthroughs on my channel, every single day you will get a video. I put a lot of time into my playthroughs and edit the crap out of them. So that way I can release them every single day. So I do not take any days off whenever I'm doing playthroughs. As soon as you start seeing it get released on my channel, you will have a new video for that playthrough every single day of the week. Because once I start a game, I don't want to end it. I don't want it to stop until I finish it. So that's the reason why I do it that way. Did I get both? Yep, got both. Nice. Double tap. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to choose to shoot the big one first. Oh, that got turned. Did I still get him? Well, he'll die either way. That's all of them. Clean sweep. Love to see it. Oh, congratulations, Luke. I'm glad to hear that you got your first mellow moose. Yeah, if you guys join up and you guys start hunting together, and you're wanting to still remain on the stream, keep me updated and let me know what you guys are killing. Thank you, Gaming is Life. I really appreciate it. I appreciate any of the support. Thank you, Rack. I appreciate it, guys. I've been having a lot of fun with you all. It's been a blast of a live stream, and I appreciate every one of you for being here. Let's see. These guys went off in this direction. I don't know where they ran to exactly. There they are. Pretty nice gold there. See, but that's all in that zone. Did your brother not come? Oh yeah, I forgot I couldn't find him earlier, so it's just gonna be that guy for a while. Okay. Random rock. I'm on Revon Tule Coast, Jacob, if you're talking to me. Revon Tule Coast is where I'm hunting. Yeah, the PlayStation suits me really well. I'm mostly a storyliner person whenever it comes to what kind of games I like playing most. I love playing single player stories. So that's kind of the reason why I lean towards PlayStation 5, because I really like the exclusives. And it also has the free editor, which I use to make my videos, so that's kind of helpful. Oh, instant drop to moose. That is a rare thing, guys. By the way, moose still instant drop, but the only way you can get them to do that is if you hit them directly dead center in the heart. In most cases, I have actually had them drop on random heart shots. But yeah, a lot of people say that they don't do that anymore, that they take a few steps forward every single time. But no, you still can get them to drop on the spot. Oh, I'm sorry, gaming. I didn't see you a few minutes ago when you asked me if it was a gold. Yeah, a few minutes ago I did have a gold that was that I killed up on that hill. I usually just take time to look at diamonds. Whenever I do get them. Unfortunately, I think I have some solos that have made it to other pawns on me that are bigger than level 2s, because I haven't had that many diamonds tonight. I've only had one, and usually I get a diamond about every 20 kills. So I might need to take some time after I get off of the live stream this week and walk around this map and see if there's. Well, I mean, I don't know, because there's a big boy right there at 288 is the maximum. So I guess my herd management is still working. It's just not working for diamonds tonight for some reason. That one could be a diamond. That's a 290 estimate. That could be a rare level 4 diamond. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop him first, actually. See, hopefully I don't screw this shot up. That should be good. Oh yeah, he's going down. Alright. Next is going to be the other big boy. He's not facing a direction I like. I'm gonna try to turn him around. There we go. Heart shot. And his buddy. I think that should at least be a lung. Got all three. I love to see it. I love it when you go to a zone and you get all the animals out of it. Jacob, everybody is talking amongst themselves where they're trying to get a multiplayer set up. Are you talking to me or are you talking with them? I'm just wanting to make sure that I'm not answering questions that you're not implying for me to answer. There's a gold. That ain't bad. Okay, Jacob. So I'm going to zoom out on the map so you can see where I'm at. So I am up to the top right side of the map is where I'm at. There's a big area here with a lot of water. That's currently where I'm at. And I currently grind these main pawns up here. along with this one down here. So that is my current setup. And that's where I'm currently hunting at. Let's see. Oh, he's over there. Okay. He ran the other way on me. So most of the time they run towards the woods behind me, but this guy decided to run out that direction. Thank you, gaming. Yeah, I really love the ATVs. I'm not fond of them on the game though because they slip and slide a little bit too easy. But yeah, I'm hoping one day we get to customize these. I mean, right now we can customize our binoculars and our weapons, and I'm really hoping that in the future we can actually customize the four-wheelers and our scopes and a few other things. Whoop, wrong way. All right, will he make diamond? Let's see. Oh no, he trolled me. Still though, that's a good 260 out of 274 moose, but no dice on the diamond. But that's fine. That's a rarity anyways. My one diamond today was a rare. It ended up being a level 4 diamond, and those are pretty rare. Oh, nice, Jacob. Well, we're hunting together in theory then. If you're in the same area I'm hunting in, we're basically hunting the map together at the same time. I wish you best of luck. Hope you kill something good. Yeah, SUV or a horse would be kind of cool. I remember on theHunter 4 way back when for the PC, that was that you actually had horses you could ride on, and it was kind of cool. So yeah, I can see SUVs, trucks, and quads, and a few other things that they could add to the game that would make it pretty cool. Yeah, SUV would be nice. I'm not seeing my other bulls. Let me get out of the tripod here and see if I can see them that way. Let's see. Let's see, is that him? Nope, that's the other two. Okay, so he's just not spawning in at the moment. I appreciate it, Jacob. Yeah, I've got some pretty good ones tonight. I haven't got any rares, but I've got some really big golds, and I had that one rare on my diamond. Most diamond moose are level 5s, and you can rarely sometimes get them as level 4s, and that was the diamond I got tonight, was a level 4 diamond. So you see, my herd management is still working because I am getting level 4s popping back in. It's just for some reason tonight I'm not getting very many diamonds. So it could be the fact that I have a solo somewhere that's left and is off doing his own thing. Or something could be happening. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, got them both. That's nice. Not a bad gold. The other one's right up the hill here. I got to 50 subscribers actually not through gaming. So my backstory actually had nothing to do with gaming. About 5 years ago, give or take, I decided that I wanted to make concerts to listen to while I was working. So not trying to be monetized on YouTube or anything, I just pulled up my favorite music videos and performances and put them into a set list, and a lot of my friends really liked it. And I got 89 subscribers from making those concerts. So I got my first 89 that came from those, and they're still on my channel if any of you guys are interested in going back and watching the concerts I made. But that's how I started. It was by making those. And then last November, I have a wonderful wife who decided that she would help support me on my YouTube dreams. So I started doing gaming in November. And since November, I went from 89 up to where I am now at 184. So that's been kind of my journey. I've gotten another 100 since November, just about it. And tonight, all of you guys paid part in that, and I appreciate everybody. Come on. I should kill him. I'll track him for a while and see if he dies. Well. Oh, there he is. That's a tree. That's why you don't look at chat and try to drive at the same time. Oh, goodness. Hang on 1 second, you guys. If anybody's talking to me, give me 1 moment. I'm going to try to follow this blood trail for a little ways and see if that one moose died. I don't know if he did or not. Yeah, he did. Okay. So I just got to find him now. I'll be right back to chat in a minute, guys. Hopefully he didn't go too far. Oh. I thought I could go through those. Apparently not. Let's see. I don't see a blood trail, and that's not good. He did die, but without a dog, it's impossible to find them sometimes whenever it gets to be like this. I promise I'm a better driver than this. I'm just trying to pay too much attention to chat. Let me just focus. There he is, finally. I'm not even going to check the shots I made on him because I know that was crappy shooting. Diamond Kangaroo. Make sure you guys aim towards the middle or towards the front of the shoulder. Those guys' lungs are a little bit far forward. Best of luck to you guys, though. I love kangaroo hunting. My favorite animals to hunt on that map, though, is actually the Rusa deer. That is my number one. I love hunting the Rusa on that deer. I love the crocodiles, and I love the sandbars. Those are my favorite animals to hunt on that map. Sandbar, Rusa, and crocs. You got the dog. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the dog. It's just I really just love the OG style of the game where it's just all about you, and in real life I don't use a dog whenever I hunt, so it's just kind of more relatable to me. And I don't know why, but that bush right there, cow moose get stuck on this bush all the time, and they usually go flying up into the air after so long. So I don't know if this is going to do it or not. But yeah, this one bush just hates these moose to death. They just get stuck in it all the time. Don't worry, honey. I'm sure you'll make it out of there eventually. But yeah, as I was saying, the dogs. I do like the dogs in this game. Especially the bloodhound. But honestly, I can usually find my animals pretty quickly, so I don't normally need the dogs. Um, but like I said, there's always those situations. Like a few minutes ago, I thought I was gonna lose that bull. So, like I said, I just usually don't use them because I don't use them in real life, and because I like that added challenge of seeing if you could find it yourself. But I'm still debating on getting it to this day, and I probably will end up with it at some point. That moose died in the awkward area, so I'm gonna mark him so I don't lose track of him. Usually they die around the pond, so I'm afraid I might. Well, I keep removing that, but I know where he's at. Oh, you're fine, gaming. I appreciate you stopping by, and feel free to talk to me as much as you want in the last 5 minutes. Make sure, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do and hit the like button for me. I appreciate any of the support, man. You're totally fine. Oh, I feel for you guys. That's tough. You went aggressive on you and charged you, and you made you make a spine shot. That's rough. I'm sorry, you guys. At least you got him, I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm somebody who don't really care as much about the medal as I do the trophy. So as long as I get the trophy and I don't lose him or anything like that, I'm fine. But that's still rough having to get it messed up by just a millimeter off. That is rough. Yeah, that's a big one. That is definitely a big one. But again, at least you got him. In my opinion, as long as he still scores over a diamond, he's a diamond. I mean, that's just the way I see it. Yeah, you don't get the actual medal, but I mean, if the animal scores what a diamond scores, I mean, you did get a diamond animal. You just happen to not get the medal. So I just kind of ignore the medals anymore. The only time I don't ignore the medals is for the great one, because where I kill so many diamonds, they're basically just another medal now to me, but the great ones are special. So those are the ones that'll heartbreak me anymore. Alright, so just those two. Let's move on. Oh, well, that's okay. You gotta do what Mama says, I guess. But like I said, if hit that like button for me if you want to. That'll still help out the channel, and you're always more than welcome to stop in anytime that you see my content pop up. I mean, if you're liking the information, then YouTube will usually still show you new stuff that comes out for me and everything. You can still support me by hitting the like button. But subscribing, all it does is just basically notifies you whenever any of my stuff goes live. That's all it does for you, and it's free, so you don't have to pay for it. I appreciate you gaming. And I appreciate you being here too. Appreciate all of you. Yeah, it's been a good live stream tonight, guys. All of you guys being here, we've had a really good time, a blast tonight. I've had a lot of fun. Started a whole new community of hunters, it seems like. You guys have gotten together and hunted together. That's what it's all about. Finding friends and being able to make more friends in the process and be able to hunt and everything together. That's always awesome. And I hope you guys kill a whole lot. I have been streaming for quite a while now, so I am going to finish out this run, and then I'm probably going to call it a night for my live stream. If you guys want to hang around with me, like I said, I'm going to check these other couple of zones before I close. But I really appreciate all of you guys being here. I've really appreciated it and had a whole lot of fun. And hopefully I'll be back on live again soon. But I'm going to continue to live stream until I'm able to finish out my run here, and then I'm going to probably call it a night because it's now midnight my time. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pop. Like I said, I've had a great time with you guys. I've just been on now for about 4 hours, and it's getting to be about 12 my time. So I'm gonna take some time and spend with the wife the rest of the night. Expect a video tomorrow though. I'm gonna be going on Way of the Hunter. They have a new bow and arrow pack that came out, and I'm gonna be doing a free hunt on Way of the Hunter. Seeing if I can get some 5-star animals grown up, because I do know how to make that, how to age them. So I'm gonna be making a video tomorrow on bow hunting. So if you guys like bow hunting videos of free hunting, I'll have that video out for you at some point tomorrow. I'm hoping so. If it ain't out tomorrow, it'll be out the next day. Oh, I appreciate it. Like I said, I am still trying to find my voice, so if I'm a little bit monotone in the videos, just overlook that. Again, I am still trying to learn how to make my voice sound in videos and on live streams. So just keep that in mind if my voice seems a little bit monotone. Pop, you would have been so proud of me right there. I don't know if you saw that, but I just had a moose over 350 yards. It was walking away from me, quartering at a trot, and I was still able to make a lung shot. You've been proud of me, buddy. First actual walking or trotting shot where they were going away tonight over 350 yards that I actually made it count. I saved a few tonight where I made lucky shots, but that was the first time where I actually lined up and hit it. Also, guys, before I get off the stream, I tell you what, for you, Pop, since you said that you're going to have a hard time getting back to my streams, and in honor of Straps, and Luke, you can participate in it as well. Each one of you guys give me your idea of what you kind of video you'd like to see on either the Hunter Call the Wild or Way of the Hunter, and I'll try to make it happen. Just give me one topic about what kind of video you'd like to see, and I'll try to make it happen for each of you. Just in case I'm not able to do a live stream later on this week or something happens, you guys will get what you want. Oh, you're very welcome, Luke. Anything I can do to help, I will. And make sure you go back and watch some of my other content as well. Those videos might be able to help you some. And if you ever have any questions or anything, just leave them under the videos in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to reply to you, buddy. Oh, I got my respawns back finally over here. What are you? I thought I saw a bull back there, but I don't know. Could have been just those two walking around. Well, I don't see my level 3 in there. But for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot at these guys. You want an Africa free hunt, Luke? I'll see what I can do for you. Jacob, I'm in Kentucky. Sounds good, Pop. Pop, if you didn't hear me a few minutes ago, if you have any, before I get off the live stream, if you have any requests for what kind of videos you want me to make for you, I definitely will do it. If you have a certain video in mind that you'd like to see me make for Call of the Wild or Way of the Hunter, just leave it in the comments before I get off in a few minutes, and I will see if I can do it for you. Trying to make a brain shot walking that. I didn't think that was going to work. Oh, well. I tell you what, Pop, how about this? Since you said that you're not going to be able to make it to a live stream or will have a hard time, again, I will try to make at least 1 or 2 live streams per week, so hopefully you'll be able to make it to one of them or both. But if I have extra time this week, I'll try to actually make a video on the Red Deer grind for Teowara. Or at least a Teowara grind video of some sort. Hunting every animal on Silver Ridge. I'll see what I can't do. I have not hunted on Silver Ridge in real life on my time for a couple of years, so I don't remember where all the drink zones are or anything, but I can see what I can do with that one. Sounds good, Pop. You're very, very welcome, and I appreciate you being at the stream, buddy. That's not the right moose. Where did this other moose get off to? Yeah, I did kill him. But this ain't the right one. Let me go back down here real quick. Sounds good, Rack. Appreciate you, man. Where's that blood spat at? Here it is. Now, where'd he go? Can't remember which way he ran. Okay, so here's these tracks. I'll just run over here and see if I can find them over this direction. Thank you, Rack. I really appreciate you. And like I said, I'll try to get some videos out for you guys next week. I'm going to do some challenge videos. I'm going to try to get the videos you guys requested if I can. The one for Teo Wara Pop, I don't know if you're still on, but that one's going to be kind of tough because I don't have my setup on there anymore, but I'll see what I can't do to help you. Hunting every animal on Silver Ridge, I may not be able to do all of them because of the fact where it's been so long since I've hunted on there, but I'll still do a free hunt video. I'll still try to go to Silver Ridge and just hunt around and see what I can find. And then, as far as the Africa map is concerned, I'll see what I can't do with that as well. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. I hope you sleep well. And thank you for coming to the stream. I really appreciate you. One more zone to check. Alright, there ain't nothing here. Everybody who's still on the stream, I appreciate all of you guys tonight. It's been so much fun. This is the most successful stream I've had so far. Everybody was talking to me, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys had a great time too. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to make more content for hunting and fishing in the next couple of weeks to drop on the channel before October. And then when October comes around, I hope you all will join me for my playthrough of Resident Evil Biohazard. I have very bad anxiety issues, and I'm also a jokester whenever it comes to relieving tension, so I think it'll be a good playthrough. So I hope to see you all there as well. But for the time being, I'm going to call it a night. Again, thank you all so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one. See you guys.